Ciao, hello, my name is Chillainous. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 Career Mode, where I see if Career Mode really is as bad as people think it is, or if it's cool. If you didn't see the last episode where we did our initial tutorial and PPL, be sure to go back and check that out. There's a link to a playlist down in the description. We're going to get straight into the Career Mode today, doing our first flight.
On this map, you can see all the missions currently available to you. There's one mission currently available. Select it now.
We shouldn't need to fuel any, everything should be good. The mission criteria is sightseeing quality, the flight smoothness, and the landing smoothness. Today I have messed around with the rudder settings because they were having issues in the last one, way too sensitive, just made them a bit more curvy, a bit more flat towards the center, and more dramatic towards the edges. So hopefully the rudder today won't be an issue. Press enter to request boarding. Now I'm pretty sure you can do this through the ATC. Maybe not. But we will turn on the batteries and get everything started. Alright, we're all set up. Request boarding.
Michael, initiate boarding.
Alright, hello? Hello there. Now, I don't really like the voice lines in the career mode. I think they're a bit... I don't know, it seems like they're doing it all for like the gram or whatever, or, you know. It's not my favorite. Anyway, we're going to get the startup procedure sorted. We'll give it full mixture, minus a little bit, full lean throttle, plus a little bit, beacon, on, and let's begin.
Good day for flying, right, Captain? On board, you're taking one of our friends, Emma, and her granny, for a nice scenic ride over the region. If the seatbelts are fastened, you're ready for takeoff.
Ground, CVR_N Papa Whiskey Echo 2910 with Juliet. Request taxi to the active, west departure.
CVR_N Papa Whiskey Echo 2910. Taxi to and hold short of runway tree 1 via taxiway Alpha Hotel Delta Golf Bravo Alpha Bravo 1 Alpha Foxtrot Cross runway tree 1 Alpha. Contact tower on 124.4 when ready.
Taxiing. Hold short runway tree 1 via taxiway Alpha Hotel Delta Golf Bravo Alpha Bravo 1 Alpha Foxtrot Cross runway tree 1 Alpha. CVR_N Papa Whiskey Echo 2910.
After going through the charts, looking at the taxi instructions, I think it would be better to leave the taxi ribbons on. The two aren't really lining up. There's something going on between Flight Sim here, the AI ATC, and real charts. It's looking a bit convoluted in game and looks much simpler on the chart. So we're just going to leave taxi ribbons on for this one. I know I said though I turned them off in the last one, but it is what it is. We will release parking brake. We will include some throttle here. And let's get moving. Runway 31. As we approach the holding point, the rudder pedals feel much nicer to use today. They don't feel quite so sensitive, and hopefully that helps on landing and such as well. Going to use my stream deck here to tune tower, and we're going to request a VFR takeoff.
Tower, CVR_N Papa Whiskey Echo 2910 at runway tree 1 ready for departure, west departure.
CVR_N Papa Whiskey Echo 2910, QNH 101 tree departure to the west approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 1.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 1. CVR underscore and Papa Whiskey Echo 2910.
Turn on landing lights. We will turn on strobe. Do we leave the taxi lights on until after takeoff? Someone will have to let me know. We will set flaps. Flaps 1. As we enter runway tree 1. Now hopefully we have all the pins on. I'm going to need them. I'm very unfamiliar with this sort of area. It's fun to fly around, but with that unfamiliarity you can't be like, you know, this is where you need to be, so. But because of that, learning new places. Runway tree 1 is identified. Take off. Here we go. Full throttle. Five knots, rotate. Beautiful.
Isn't it?
Get our airspeed up to 75 knots and continue climbing. .300 feet, track flaps.
CVR_EN Papa Whiskey Echo 2910. Continue for west departure.
Tower, CVR underscore and Papa Whiskey Echo 2910. Continue for west departure.
Let's fly over to Rosemount. It looks like it's set into our GPS, though it also looks like we don't have any pins either showing exactly where we need to be. That could come a little bit later, but I also may have removed them. Well, they want to fly at about 1,000 feet here, so we will level off here. And we will climb to the flight track.
Wow. I'm usually more articulate, but wow.
More articulate, huh? Yes, I love being articulate. So it does look like we have a spot for Rosemount in the GPS. Something isn't quite working on the charts either. I have VFR charts up on the other monitor. They aren't following the aircraft, unfortunately. Reduce speed because I keep climbing. Set our altitude for 1,000. That way it gives me a little something to work towards here on the instruments, though I really shouldn't be relying on the instruments. It's just how I fly. I don't have an instrument rating yet, so should really be flying visually. Again, using instruments to help definitely helps.
Cloud surfing, literally.
We're not cloud surfing.
CVR_EN Papa Whiskey Echo 2910. Leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
It's great seeing the world from this angle.
Frequency change approved.
Tower, CVR underscore and Papa Whiskey Echo 2910. Frequency change.
It says speed of 87 knots. And it looks like we do need to be at 1,100 feet anyway, which is cool. We'll set flaps 1 to help with the reduced speed. And as we fly around here, I will also be having a look out the window. Notice that there's a little bit of music. Very cool.
I can see forever.
Yeah, it would be really nice to live out here. I think I said that in the last video as well, that it would be wicked to live out on like farmage, acreage. Looks like I'm doing an okay job here. Because we're flying VFR, we also don't need to contact Brisbane Centre. We don't need flight following.
I spotted it too, but I didn't have time to snap a pic. I can't even explain how happy I am to be sharing this with you. It means so much to me.
That's so nice. See, it's those dialogues that I like. Oh, jeezer. Okay, so I flew a little bit far away. Alright, let's get back on track here. Back over to Sunshine. We will retract that flap. Reset our flaps, sorry. I was going to say speed, but that's not exactly what I wanted. Keep flying at 1,000 feet here. And we will tune Maroochydore. Request a full stop landing.
Tower CVR_N Papa Whiskey Echo 2910 is 4 miles southwest, 1000, with Juliet to land.
CVR_N Papa Whiskey Echo 2910 Tower. QNH 101 tree. Enter left traffic runway tree 1.
So I'm just kind of coming in base. That isn't how you would normally do it. I would come in downwind base.
CVR_N Papa Whiskey Echo 2910. Wind 271 at 11. Clear to land runway tree 1.
Clear to land 31. Charlie Victor Romeo.
Clear to land runway tree 1. CVR_N Papa Whiskey Echo 2910.
Alright, we are climbing. I don't want to be climbing here. Again, it's an issue with how I fly smaller planes. I'm used to the weight of the bigger planes helping out. Keep reducing the throttle. Also, I hope you don't mind the rawness of these videos. I enjoy making them very raw here. But I know that's not for everyone. I usually like doing super edits. And I'm in a bad spot right now. I usually like doing super edits because I don't like taking up people's time too much. But this is fun. I am overshooting the runway here. Maybe. Are we flaps 1? We are not. Set flaps 1. Yeah, we have overshot the runway. By a lot this time. Should set up a button so I can use a smart cam to actually see the runway. We'll continue reducing throttle.
Back to the airport already, guys? So, Emma, you want to fly again?
Whenever you want to do it again, I'm ready. You made our day, Captain.
Oh, something is going on with the controls here. Plane is pulling quite heavily to the right. Still having issue with the wings dipping for some reason. It is what it is.
CVR_EN Papa Whiskey Echo 29010. Exit runway when able.
Wasn't the smoothest flight.
CVR_EN Papa Whiskey Echo 29010. Contact ground on 121.1.
121.1. Charlie Victor Romeo, thanks.
121.1. CVR_N Papa Whiskey Echo 29010.
And let's request to... let's just request parking. Let's see if it puts us at the terminal again.
Ground, CVR_N Papa Whiskey Echo 29010. Request taxi to parking.
CVR_EN Papa Whiskey Echo 29010. Taxi to General Aviation, parking using taxiway Alpha Juliet 2 Juliet Tree Alpha.
Taxiing to General Aviation, parking using taxiway Alpha Juliet 2 Juliet Tree Alpha. CVR_N Papa Whiskey Echo 29010.
On the charts I see Alpha and Juliet, but no Juliet 2. So, again, it's an issue with everything. Taxi lights on. I never turned them off actually. Landing lights off. Strobe off. Throttle in. And let's get moving. Tell you what, I don't usually play with the music. It definitely adds a vibe. Would recommend that if you are playing career mode, add in the music. Definitely helps a bit there. We've got another long taxi here. But once again, if you are enjoying these videos, the style they are presented in and the like, please do let me know down in the comment section. There's obviously a lot I can do to change it. Early days, if you do want to see more. I was also suggested to possibly use Skydolly. So using Skydolly to record the flights, going into free flight later and recording some cinematic views, because a lot of people seem to like that back in the early days of doing things. It does take a bit more time to get it sorted, to get it synced and everything, but if you guys want to see that sort of thing, please also let me know. I was also looking at some scenery for Sunshine Coast. Unfortunately, one scenery is very outdated, being roughly 3 years old, but works with 2024, and the other one only works with 2020. Even though it looks much nicer, and the landing zones are all in the right place, the older scenery, it's obviously not the case. The landing zones are much further back and don't line up with the Pappies. I actually gave it a shot and yeah, it's no good. So it's okay, because at some stage we will move away from Maroochydore as we move around the world, especially move around Australia, I should say, especially once we get our own planes. Until then, we'll be doing a lot of flying in and out of Sunshine. Hopefully to some different destinations, and what I might do, try and find the setting for the pins in flight so that I have some sort of reference what to circle at any given time. Like I said, I don't really know the area too well, and learning about it would be awesome. Alright, looks like it's actually going to park us at GA today instead of at the terminal. That's lovely. Game's doing its job properly today. Alright, as we're pulling in here so that we don't blind the marshal, let's turn off the taxi lights. do it much slower today. Yeah, a little left, little left, little left. Thank you. Parking brake,
easy to impress the
set.
locals, but I see they're smiling. That's cool, well done.
Thank you. Turn off the engine. And everything is done. That was wicked. First flight complete. Flight smoothness was 100, landing smoothness was 78, even though we were told we greased it. Whatever, everything went perfectly during this flight. Disagree once again. Unfortunately, those wing issues are a problem. Need to figure that out. Could be something to do with the fueling. It could be something to do with not being as experienced with lighter planes. It could be anything. And the sightseeing quality was 68% because of course I left the area. So we were very close to an S rank on that mission, but we didn't quite get there. We get to level 3 after our first mission, which means that I think we can we go for CPL at this point here? That would be really nice and get into some
Nice
cargo.
work completing your first mission.
Thank you.
Continue building your flight hours by completing more missions, and you'll be ready to move on to your CPL in no time.
Right, we need to have flight hours first. Let's have a look-see real quick. So to get CPL, we need perform first flight airplane missions. It doesn't say how many. It just says do them. Oh, we only need to do 2. Thank goodness for that. But with that, that is the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And once again, leave your thoughts down in the comment section. Do take care of yourselves. There is only one of you. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one, everyone. Ciao.